What is going on, Jets fans? So I had NFL Network on, getting ready for some pregame. Jets got a huge game, got an out-of-town scoreboard we have to be checking in on. Hey, Jets might control their own destiny for the playoffs by the time we kick off at 4:05 p.m. Then I see old Rap Sheet, Ian Rappaport, on there talking some Jets, and he says, hey, by the way, Jets GM Joe Douglas, Zach Wilson, he ain't trading him. Doesn't plan on moving him. The Jets view Zach Wilson as a good teammate, as a hard worker, and plan to develop him. Number one, I do think Zach Wilson is a good teammate and a hard worker. You've heard my spiel about him as a player. I'm not going to pile on that in this video, but I do think the character assassination of Zach has been a little bit out of bounds. Look, the whole summer was the time of the year t-shirts, and he's got that dog in him. Teammates like him. They just want the best player to play. Right now, that's Mike White. It's that simple in the locker room. Now, with the Jets trading Zach, Jay Glazer's going to have his report. Rap Sheet's going to have his report. It's going to go back and forth up until the whole offseason. I'm sure nobody knows what they're going to do besides the men at the top of the organization. They're going to give coach speak. They're going to give GM speak, just like they did with Sam. They said the same things about Sam Darnold, and they shipped him to Carolina. Now, I don't know if that offer for Zach exists like it did for Sam, the 2 and the 4 and the 6. If it did, I'd take it. I would take it. He gets a fresh start somewhere else. You get your draft capital, you reload at the quarterback position, and you figure it out. I think that one of the biggest things in the NFL is the quicker you realize a mistake, that's how you don't compound it, right? That's how the Arizona Cardinals, they moved on and they got Kyler Murray. Say what you want about Kyler Murray, now he's injured, he's better than Josh Rosen. That's how the Carolina Panthers, they ripped that Band-Aid off, Jimmy Clausen, boom, they go get Cam Newton, right? Philadelphia Eagles, Carson Wentz in it, man, we got Jalen Hurts. There's an opportunity cost to being like overly patient. When you know what you got, it's time to kind of admit it. Now, admit it may not be trade Zach, but admitting it to me is not counting Zach in like seriously to your 2023 quarterback plans. To me, it's almost like Mekhi Becton on the team, incredibly talented, rooting for him to turn into the best player he possibly can, but it would be organizational malpractice to count on Zach Wilson or Mekhi Becton starting for the New York Jets in 2023. That being said, am I going to throw Zach Wilson away for a 5th or a 6th round pick? No. I personally wouldn't. Whatever percent chance there is that he turns into some sort of quarterback in the NFL, whether it's 5%, 10%, to me, holding off on that on the most important position in sports is still worth more than some late round day 3 pick, in my opinion. So what does it mean to keep Zach and develop him? Well, I think Zach might need the kind of 2023 that a lot of you said he needed in 2021, which is just a redshirt year, a year to sit. And it's not the norm anymore. A lot of these guys that are top 10 picks, they play right away. A lot of them are successful right away doing that. But maybe Zach wasn't one of those guys. So whether you have Mike White as a starter, some other guy as the backup, some other guy you bring in as a starter, Mike White as the backup, Zach's QB3, not dressing most weeks unless there's an injury, and you just develop him. He's working in practice. He's working in the film room. He's having that kind of delayed rookie year. Now, it's kind of all ass backwards. It's a bummer. You're paying him $11 million to be QB3. You're not getting that much cap relief if you trade him anyway. So right now, it's been a failure, whoever you want to blame, up to this point with that draft pick. But you can't throw a pity party. Now you just have to say, okay, we got to make, we got some chicken shit situation here, and we got to make some chicken stew, right? Maybe that chicken stew is Zach Wilson stewing over there, cooking on the sideline, developing. And then, hey, maybe he enters some sort of QB fold or competition in 2024. We'll see. But I wouldn't give him away. I'd hang on to Zach if it was just some late day 3 pick. Let me know what you're thinking. Come by. Post-game show right after the game, 10 minutes after it's final. Come by. We'll break it all down. Hopefully it's a victory stream. Hopefully you have a great new year. Subscribe if you're new. And let's go Jets.